The other day, the team took the long road down to Utrecht to ride the 2026 Sherco SE 300, prepared by 413 Racing. Derrick Solms and his team have put together a fantastic variety of motorcycle shops, and they're expanding all the time. And this is Derrick's personal motorcycle. Tristan is our test rider for the day. We put him in the saddle. Last year, you'll remember, Carl Foley did the 2025 edition. There's not too many updates on the bike. It's mostly cosmetic, and the changes are under the skin. But Tristan, tell us a little bit about the terrain where we rode.
Yeah, so we started there, 413 Racing, popped the bike on the back of the bucky, and we must have driven for maybe 10 minutes, and suddenly you're in these mountains, and you can see there in the video that I'm sure there's a lot of the riverbed. And Natal is really the land of step-ups. I understand why these Natal boys are so good at Enduro.
100%. I mean, and I'm going to be honest, if you watch this clip now, you'll have to excuse us nattering as we went along. I took a lot of other footage, and I dropped my camera into the river the other day, so we've lost it. So this was all shot by Marissa. Thank you very much, ma'am. We really appreciate it. But T, to be absolutely frank, you ride a 250 4-stroke.
I do.
And it took you a little bit of time to get used to the bike.
It did take a little bit of time. You'll see on a few of the things I wasn't quite comfortable yet on some of the footage, but by the end of it, oh my, what a bike.
Okay, no, but hang on, now let's go. So here you can see you're cycling along, you're going down.
Yeah.
What we forgot to tell Tristan at the beginning of the story was that the Sherco actually comes with a mapping switch.
It does.
It comes with a hard and a soft.
Hard and a soft. The best way that I can describe it is sort of like a high range and a low range. You know what I mean?
But it was exceptionally funny because we watched him spinning his way all the way up the mountain, and then we charged up after him getting the photographs and listening to all the swearing that went on. And at the top we said, hey T, look at this little switch on the handlebar. Let's change it into low and tell us what you think. Tell me the difference, please.
Like day and night. I think the word is tractability.
Yeah.
When you're in the, I keep wanting to say low range mode, but when you're in the slower mode, the bike is a lot more tractable. You go up the rocks, you're suddenly not having to rev as much, you're not feathering the clutch. It just climbs like a tractor, I suppose. Yeah. It just chug-a-lugs along up the mountain.
So the one thing that I need to talk to you about, putting into lower range, did you find with the softer power delivery, was the bike prone to stalling at all?
No, it wasn't. That's what makes it special. It just, you don't even have to really give it too much gas without it stalling. You can sort of idle up everything. And like I said earlier, no playing with the clutch, nothing. You just sort of leave it, slight bit of gas, and up it goes, up everything.
So it creeps, but there's still that beautiful torque.
Definitely.
That
it doesn't feel like you're going to stall. It just it creeps is the perfect word. Yes.
And I would probably imagine. I know that this had the normal Enduro tires fitted. Imagine that they'd fitted some stickies onto this.
Proper gummies, absolutely. I think this had the sort of mid-hard ones, mid-softs.
No, absolutely. Now tell me something. So Tristan, in your words, the most impressive thing is that little magic button on the handlebars. Is it adjustable on the fly?
It is indeed. When and where it comes in super handy is like when I was going on the rocks, I had it in slow mode, and then we'd come down the mountain onto the faster sections, and then you could put it into fast mode without stopping or anything.
Tell me about the importance of motorcycle setup.
Okay, yeah, so when we got there, like for me, the clutch was a little bit too far in, so you had to pull it a bit tighter. The suspension had been set up for someone else, although I didn't have a problem with the suspension. But in the beginning, I was struggling a little bit with the clutch. As soon as we came in, adjusted the clutch a little bit, I was happy as a lark, climbing up everything, all that. So bike setup is absolutely very important.
It's critical. Yeah. And I've got to tell you guys, just looking through the Sherco, they've fitted it with absolute top-notch component.
Yes.
KYB suspension, it's got that hydraulic clutch, it's got... How did you find it all? I'm not going to put words into your mouth. I mean, you've been hinting strongly at the fact that perhaps there should be an additional motorcycle in our garage.
I think there should be an additional motorcycle. I remember we were talking earlier and I said I'm finding it very difficult to fault this bike.
Yeah.
The clutch wasn't hard at all after we changed it around a little bit. Hydraulic clutch, so like super light. The brakes were good, the suspension felt plush. My only criticism, but this is just personal, is I found the seat was a little bit hard, but I mean, you're supposed to stand in Enduro anyways.
It forces you to stand.
I think that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
Very grounded bike. When you put it in fast mode, you're going around the corner. Sometimes it feels like, oh, okay, I'm on an Enduro bike, I'm busy sliding around corners, it's going to fall. Didn't have that at all on this bike, in the fast and in the slow. It felt super stable, super predictable and really grounded everywhere I went. I didn't feel like I was gonna fall anywhere.
All right. Now you're fairly tall. You're not overly tall.
Yeah.
How did you find the comfort of the motorcycle
was-
in terms of ergonomics?
Yeah.
Relation of feet to knees to bum to.
I can't. It felt perfect to me. The height. I know there was a little bit of adjustment. You could make it shorter if you wanted, but that's like with every bike. No, I can't remember having a problem. I did a few pivot turns and things like that. No sweat whatsoever. The height was fine.
So the Sherco 300, we understand why it's doing so well.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah,
And easy motorcycle to ride.
absolutely.
And Tristan, the bad news is that the budget doesn't stretch that far. But we'll certainly ask Ben if we can borrow some more of his.
I'll drop out of uni, then you can.
For away. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the Sherco 300. We went out for a very social ride, and it's tough out there. You know, those rocks are rather large.
Yeah.
The biggest game changer for Tristan certainly is this soft and hard switch. And you can just look at the bike, look at the components that are on there. These guys know what they're up to, and there are Sherco dealers all over the country. And incidentally, 413 Racing is opening a third shop, but please read about it all online, dirtandtrail.co.za. Just a very quick thank you to Marissa Solms. Without you, ma'am, we wouldn't have any video footage. My lot say you're a better videographer than I am. So there we go. There's potential for you for sure.
No comment.